Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremaine and I'm doing a review of Hollywood Divas Season 2, Episode 1. Lately I've been doing only have and have not videos, but guess what? This is a lot easier to figure out because it's Season 2, Episode 1. The have and have nots, it's like season who the fuck knows, episode whatever the fuck. For real. Me and my client just had a discussion about what season it is. He thinks the have and have nots is still season 2, and I'm like, no, on Wikipedia it's actually season 3, but people are calling it season 4. Whatever. But I love Hollywood Divas. Season 1 was cool, but I think this season I'm going to love even more because I think the girls didn't really know what to expect from a reality season in season 1. And now they sort of know what the public liked, didn't like, and they're trying to give you what you want. So just like the have and have nots, I'm actually going to fast forward through the episode just so that I can remember everything that happened. Although it's kind of hard to forget how it begins with Countess Vaughn. Let me say this up front. Point blank, I love Countess Vaughn. I really, really love Countess Vaughn. I loved her in season 1. I wish she had done more in season 1. She was a lot more reserved. Now she seems to be in full fuck it mode where she just is giving it to you. Like, it's a smart move because in season 1, Countess Vaughn was the only one with meme after meme after meme, which are those pictures you see online, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, where it would show a funny picture of her with a caption. And that was the whole season. And some of it was positive, some of it was negative, some of it was funny. But she seems to have embraced that. And that's sort of how Tamar got famous off the Braxton Family Values, being extra. And what Countess does is, now, we didn't know this is what was going on. She released some pictures online of her glammed up in an outfit, in a sexy negligee outfit or whatever. And Twitter, Instagram, they went in on her to the point where she actually apologized for the photo and then put up another photo. I think of her hair was different. And she wasn't wearing the color contacts. And people said, okay, now we like this. This is sexy. But the purple eyeshadow and all that kind of shit was just too much. But on video, it looks completely different than in the pictures that were released online. She looks hot. I mean, she's curvy. You know, she's round. She got them big old titties. You know, and she got that fat ass and it jiggles like it's supposed to. And, you know, she does need to lose some weight. I am a fitness trainer. You know, she does need to lose some weight for health reasons. I can hear it in her voice. You know, she got some things going on. You know, and I really want her to lose weight for health reasons, but I want her to keep her curves. So it's possible to be a thick girl without being unhealthy. She does look better than she did in season 1, and I love that her attitude has changed. And she expressed all through season 1 about depression over her weight, but then the whole episode was about her eating goddamn fried chicken. I mean, really? I mean, fried chicken. Are you trying to lose weight, or it's just the fried chicken that powerful? You know, so we get into this, and Shar Jackson, who, another chick I liked, and seen her in a couple of things. I haven't really seen her a lot past Moesha. I know she was on like a singing competition show that she won, and I know when Kevin Federline cheated on her with Britney Spears, you know, she was in the media for that. But I really want Shar to win. But Shar, I think, would get better roles or more roles or any roles if she lost some of the weight. You know, because Shar is really attractive. But just like when I lose weight, I mean, when I gain weight all in the face. Like now, I've lost 13 pounds in 16 days. So I'm on my journey of weight loss and doing what I got to do. I gained weight when my mother died. Long ass story. But here we are at the part with Shar.
But I will not come back to it.
Shar and Countess kept saying she's dealt with divas, divas, divas. I love Brandy, but I got this vibe. Either she's talking about Brandy or she's talking about what's her name? Either she's talking about Brandy or she's talking about one of them that played her mother on. You know who I'm talking about. Starts with it, Monique. So one of them was a diva that she had to deal with, possibly Monique, based on the whole Empire stuff. Speaking of Empire, they had Malik Yoba on here. Talking about he's in a movie. He's getting killed off this just like Empire, and he's offering Golden Brooks a potential role in a project that he's doing. And he's saying what I always say: you gotta do it yourself. You don't necessarily have to wait for Hollywood to, give you the golden ticket. The next thing, good Lord have mercy, Paula Parker. Now, Paula Parker, I hope I'm saying it right. I love this chick for a long ass time, ever since the movie Sprung. I actually recently, like 6 months ago, ended up buying the Sprung DVD, which it was Blu-ray. But because I love that movie so much, I've seen it so many times, I'm shocked that, it comes on cable randomly. And I'm like, I've been trying to keep an eye on her career since Sprung because I enjoyed her so much in that. What I don't like is when people who I like that you don't really know because they're actors, get on a reality show and show you size of themselves or size of themselves for reality TV, or they could just be acting, that makes you sort of turned off to the person. And Paula, I don't understand why they would allow this to be shown. What the hell's going on with that door? Why is Paula season 2 in this ghetto ass house with this shit thrown up on the door and holes in the damn leather sofa? And then talking about, her and Forrest were like a team in season 1, and now in season 2, it looks like they're falling apart. And I know they did that to Love and Hip Hop, Rashida and Craig, or Chris, or what the fuck his name is. Rashida and her husband. And I know through the blogs that it's all an act. He didn't really cheat on her. They just wanted to do whatever they had to do to stay on the show. And Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is so fake. To the point where I'm like, this is such obvious setup. I just view it. I still like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but I don't view it as a reality show. I really view it as a sitcom. Because that's what it is. Nobody on there is real. They're all, playing to the cameras. Paula is the villain on the show. She starts shit, which I'll talk about in a few, but it's like they don't. It's like last season. Or do you feel sorry for her, or is she the bitch, or is she both? So Paula, I really want to like Paula. Hell, one day I would love for not take off and I'm the next Tyler Perry or Lee Daniels, whatever. Knock on somebody's wood. I would definitely give her a role, but this show isn't doing her any favors, except for maybe a check. So let me fast forward past this part. So,
good job. I love it.
So, and Golden Brooks wasn't really on episode 1 that much. Just she was the one who was talking to Malik Yoba, and he offered the role. But that was pretty much all she did for episode 1, because she didn't go to the party. Let me fast forward a little faster. So,
and it's so frustrating that
and now they're talking about the White Sisters again. One of the things that was revealed about the White Sisters is they made it look like the White Sisters was an actual movie that they did, and it wasn't a movie. As Elise says, it was a sizzle reel. Basically, what a lot of people do is when they have an idea for a project, they'll pretty much create a trailer. And they'll put it out there for investors to potentially make it into a full-length movie. So I'm guessing that's what they did for that, and that's why I guess it didn't matter that Countess had such a small. She only had like one scene in the reel, and I mean, that scissor reel was not good. It looked better when they put the finished one online, but the White Sisters is not a project that I think people are clamoring to see. I think it's more of a project that people are curious to see. But I don't think that, people will be upset if it never actually makes it to air. These are good actresses. I've liked them all in their various projects. But the White Sisters from the scissor reel was so over the top. It's like it was melodramatic, not dramatic. But anyway.
It is legendary too.
Now they're on Elise Neal. She's talking to, I guess, one of the directors or producers from, Real House Husbands of Hollywood or whatever. And he's just asking her about the White Sisters, which is pretty much, and she's saying Paula has it, it's not going anywhere. And they're just sort of reestablishing from season one, that they did this project, and it's not really not doing anything. And Elise kind of shrugs it off like she don't really give a damn about it. But I also, once again, I love me some Elise Neal. Okay, she's a good actress. She's beautiful. She's like over 50, and she looks like she's 30. So Elise black don't crack like Stacey Dash, except Stacey Dash, I lost 100% respect from you because of this Fox News shit. But now they're on Countess again. And what is Countess doing in this episode? She frying chicken. I fell out laughing. I showed my client this because he never saw this before. And when it got to the frying chicken part, he just started laughing too. All season one, you're worrying about your weight. You don't want to leave the house. You getting lipo before filming. So fucked up. I hate when actors do some fucked up shit like that. I've had actors do fucked up shit. I've had actresses in the production. We don't finish filming, let's say that week, and then we say, okay, we're gonna pick this up the following weekend or whatever, and her hair was short, on Sunday, and when we go to shoot on the following Saturday, she's got weave down to her ass. Actors do shit like that, and it's like, figure it out. So she had lipo just before they were supposed to film. It was like, oh well. But I still love Countess, and I'm like, why are you frying chicken? And not only was she frying chicken, she started singing the frying chicken song. God damn it, Countess. And then her manager comes in and wants her to go on the Tom Joyner cruise. They're having like an actors workshop or something, and they want all of the girls from Hollywood Divas to be on it. Countess' father had a stroke, so she doesn't want to go. She instead says that she wants Shar to go, which I think Shar Jackson is now a regular on the show because Vivica Fox was supposed to be on the show, and then Vivica decided she wanted to do something else, and then they announced Shar was going to step up and take Vivica Fox's place. So she's suggesting that Shar goes on to the cruise because she can't go because she wants to watch her father. But when you watch the trailer at the end of the episode, it looks like she goes on a cruise herself too, I think, to Jamaica. And then here's Lisa Wu. Now Lisa Wu is just, meeting with Paula to talk about the White sisters, and this is where what I didn't understand about Paula and what they're trying to do with her in the episode. If it's out of context, I don't know, but they made Paula a straight up villain because she tells Lisa that Elise was making a deal, tried to make a deal with the White sisters that cut out everybody financially except for Elise. And so Lisa gets mad because she's like, you don't mess with the coins. So Lisa goes in, military, army, kamikaze, well, what she says is ninja mode, and she's ready to, get in Elise's shit. And just like she would on Real Housewives of Atlanta, before they kicked her off, she really started being a Spitfire. They should have never got rid of Lisa on Real Housewives. But now she's back. And then they're just showing really another shot with Countess.
Let's get started. We gotta go through some of your looks.
Well, and it's pretty much showing Countess' ass. They show Countess half naked throughout the show because, like, now they're flashing back to her photo shoot 25 minutes into the show, and it's just her in like a thong, a lace thong, which at the end they actually show a picture of. But I love that Countess loves her body now, and she's really like excited about it and the weight that she's lost, and she's feeling good about herself. And I love that because as a fitness trainer, that's the number one thing that I try to get people to do, is to feel good about themselves. Now let me start wrapping this up. So, because not a lot really happened after this. Countess Vaughn decides to have a selfie party, love yourself party. Ray J shows up and he does some self-promotion with his management company or whatever he's doing. And then Elise shows up, and Lisa wants to argue about the deal that Elise supposedly made, and they get into the typical fight. But when she goes to Paula to say, well, Paula, you said, Paula's like, I didn't say nothing. And she's like, I'm not going to snitch on Elise. And so they go back and forth, back and forth. Elise walks out, Paula runs after her, Lisa comes out, Countess comes out. And then Countess, in the middle of argument, she just starts talking about, she don't want to fight. She's ready to eat some chicken. She just wants some chicken. She says she just wants to love her selfie party and eat some chicken. So that's why you love Countess, and that's why I think Countess will end up being a Tamar, and it will end up stealing the show. She's gonna definitely be the standout based on what she's doing now. Countess. I think somebody whispered in Countess' ear, and she's actually, turning up a little bit more in this season of the show. And I'm just gonna go to that part because it's almost at the end of the episode. It's 56 minutes in.
Had a meeting the other day talking about projects with somebody. This project.
And blah blah blah. White sisters. Blah blah blah. And then here's Countess meltdown.
All five of us can't get it together, and this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Well, no, I swear to God, I said to them, this is not the place. Chicken. We ain't gotta be in the truck.
I'm gonna do some self-love, and I'm gonna get me some chicken. Countess made this episode. Now that Paul has been the villain, it's time to bring back Golden Brooks in the next episode to make her the bitch villain again. So until next time, I'm trying to keep this within 20 minutes. And also check out my new talk show, The Hard Truth, which I will put a clip on. So enjoy. What would you do if your partner wanted to do something freakier than you were used to? Would you just consent?
No, what would be your limit? Let's ask that question.
Yeah, you in the.
Bend over, let me stick it in, let's go.
No,
Shit.
and then
Get on your
I
knees.
feel like sex should not
Get
be
on
like,
your knees. Here, come on the floor
in the
right
alley.
here.
Not be in it shouldn't be in public. It should.
No, I like.
I'm not the type of person. I'm a wild person doing intercourse, so I.
Signing like.
You should have been in this conversation, sir.
It's a couple. Yeah, I'm telling man. You forced me over there.
You could have been, you over there going through the
Backseat
motions.
We can swap. We can swap
Backseat
them right now, right
driver.
quick, right, can we? Come on, cause you want to say something.
For real. All right.
Come on,
so-
man, swap them out. Go ahead, man.
I feel some type of way about that.
Sex party?
Sex like
So what are you bursting from the scenes?
For real.
to
All right,
say?
for one, so much, so much. I'm into kink. I'm part of the leather community, so I'm with that whole tie me up, tie me down, whip me, spank me, master, slave type of shit. So to me, that does nothing for me. It does not affect me whatsoever. If I met somebody like, hey, I want to go back, we can go back in my hotel room, my house, you know, let me tie you down, please you, let me take control. That's an erotic thing there, to allow somebody to control you.
Somebody
And
that you don't know,
you never know.
someone you just met.
It's okay. You gotta look at it from this way.